we have Christianity Abia Pay 1.0. So what we've come here today is to share ideas, because we believe that government does not have all the ideas. And since it's a process that affects you, we must do everything we are doing in consultation with you. Our government is a very responsible government. So we must put our people first. And that's why you are here. So the whole essence of digitalizing the tax regime is to eliminate all forms of sharp practices, including fraud, diversion of proceeds, and of course, eliminate middlemen. I'm sure you may have seen the advert of, I believe it's Boeing, that said that in business, it always pays to eliminate the middleman. And it proceeds to say that the business class, that there is no middle seat. If you are old enough, you may have seen that advert in the Airbus A320. So we have said that people will need to find other things to do rather than contributing themselves into nuisance for the public. So we've eliminated that. You can pay from the comfort of your home or your office, get digital receipt on your mobile devices, and we can read through a code. We believe in the QR code. We can read your receipts and know whether they are authentic or not. And it's not rocket science, it is done that way. So this system is carefully designed and developed to empower our people. And it will lead to employment generation. Also give confidence to our people that their payments are getting to the right place. So our focus on enhancing transparency and accountability in all our revenue collection process is part of our social contract to Abia people. Every kobo collected must be accounted for and used for the development of the state. The need for effective revenue administration has led to the adoption of a Treasury Single Account, TSA. We started the process of adopting the TSA. It's a process. And I've given a deadline of September 1. So by September 1, every government funds must go through and come out of a Treasury Single Account. And there's a lot of sense in adopting the Treasury Single Account model. We also want to go paperless as much as possible. It won't happen in a day, but you can see that we are migrating from paper-based government to paperless government. And the advantage is a lot. We know it's a process that will take a little bit of time, a little bit of getting used to. But that is the way to go. That is the best practice model. The other advantage is also that we can see the transactions. Once you have them automated. If they were not automated, it's very easy. It's very difficult to have an audit trail. The system we have is very user-friendly. So you are not going to struggle with it, even if you don't have so much of education. Once you can use the phone, and of course you can use the system. It's simple. That simplifies the process, not complicated, to go to Renchi like they will say. Every information is at your fingertips or at the tips of your device. Of course, the receipts are also digital. So you don't need to, except if you want to print, but you don't need to print because you can easily access it. There are a lot of other benefits. The new tax system will eliminate bottlenecks and ensure efficient tax collection and administration process. We believe it will increase the revenue base of the state. It will also help in the ease of doing business index. I'm sure you know about ease of doing business. Where at the moment, I believe Abia State is rated somewhere around 22nd out of 36 states. It's sense like this that influence your rating. So when there's transparency, when it is easy for you to access information, and when government money is not going to private pockets, you are ranking in the ease of doing business index begins to go up. Of course, we believe that we will also be able to look good for local and foreign investment. Because once you are seen to be a transparent government, people want to do business with you. You have talked about the simplification and the ease with which you can pay your taxes and rates. And of course, the other benefit with it, job creation. So what do I want from you today? I want you to wholeheartedly buy into this project. I want you to embrace it. I want you to own it because it's going to help you. I'm also not unmindful of the fact that there are a lot of people who reject and resist technology. But I believe they are in the minority, and over time they will find that this is the only way to go. That's a dedicated line which will be made available to you if it hasn't been made. I believe it's 0907-157-1056. Maybe you will get a simpler line. Is this an MTN or? This one is what? Ether. Okay, so it's better to get some simpler lines so that people can memorize them. And that. So we'll get a few more lines, and you can always call to report to us directly of any infractions or any difficulties, and somebody will be on hand to respond to you. So I have no doubt that you agree that this government is ready to fulfill fulfill all the promises that we made during campaign. And this is just one of them. You also notice that when we came in initially, for about 2-3 weeks, we canceled the collection of levies and taxes while we were trying to develop this. So it would be nice if all of us buy into this project, because the project that is designed with you in mind, the project that will make life simpler for you, and a project that will also increase the revenue base of the state government and empower us to deliver on infrastructure, security, on other important areas that will support you in your business. So I pray that as we finish with this program here, that God will take you back to your destination safely. God bless you.
The governor of the state, Dr. Abia just delivered his speech at a town hall meeting.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. As you rightly observed, Your Excellency, that this is an interactive section. May I, at this point, Your Excellency, invite Mr. Stead to coordinate the response from the audience. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, may I stand on the system protocol. The person who just handed over to me is Honorable Paul Emmanuel. Ndewodo. Biya wo ihe Igbo, anyị ga-eji Igbo ekwu okwu n'ihi ndị ọzọ ndị nwere ike iji Igbo okwu ime ka gọvanọ ghọta ihe a na-ekwu ọfụma. So eji m obodo a na-anabata unu niile, unu abịala anyị ndewodo. Biko onye chọrọ ikwu okwu ya welitu aka elu ka m nwee ike nye ya maịkị ka okwu okwu. Biko ndị pres arịrịọ anyị bụ biko unu pụtatụ n'ụzọ ka onye isi nwee ike na-ahụ ndị ha na ha na-eme ihe. Biko, thank you so much. Unu emeela. Yes, ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ikwu okwu, yes, biko nye onye nke a, nye onye a, the first person. No introducer.
My name is Honorable Deacon Prince Ndubeze. I represent one of the markets in our area that is called Osisioma Ngwa International Market. I am a stakeholder in leather and allied industry. This market is also known and called Black Kingdom. This market originally is under Osisioma Ngwa local government. And a lot of things have been happening in that market in the course of the operations of that market for over some years now. And that Black Kingdom is one of the dens of criminals where hard rock is being sold. It's a popular place everybody in our area knows about. We have formally appealed to the government to come and take over that market because the local government of Osisioma Ngwa have not been able to assist in securing that market. And also, I am a native of Heren Autonomous Community. We have also 2 markets in my community that is under local government. Osisioma Heren Electronics Market in Opopo Junction, and a Heren Modern Market where we have timber market and other things. Those markets have been there moribund for more than 30 years because they are under local government. So we are also appealing that the state government take over this market. More organization will be considered in those markets, more revenue will be generated both for the local government and the states. So I want to appeal to His Excellency to take into consideration of these 3 markets. Let the state take these markets, more revenue, will be generated, and also there will be sanity in this market. Thank you for this opportunity.
Mr. Speaker.
We will only have about 6 people responding, or 7, and 2 minutes, because Excellency has other questions. Yes, introduce yourself.
My name is Comrade Oze Kadibia, representing Abia Market, Abia International Market. The launch of electronic way of generating revenue in Abia State is the first of its kind. As far as I'm concerned, it's a welcome development in order to ensure that the revenue generated in the state goes to the appropriate places for effective utilization. But I have an issue there. As one of the people in charge of markets, precisely around international markets, we all know, like His Excellency rightly pointed out, that there are some people that are yet to accept or follow properly the issues of e-payment and all the rest. Like that is a toll government normally collect in the market, which is storage fee. In the times past, it's being collected with hard copy receipts, which periodically operations show your receipts are normally carried out. Based on this introduction of e-payment, Abia Pay, some people find it difficult to comply with issue of e-payment when it comes to storage collection, because some of them don't even have their Android phones. Some of them don't even have phones at all, but they are traders in an existing market. And like it is being presented, there's the activities of the middlemen will be reduced drastically. So in this situation, what are the roles the market leaders has to play in order to ensure that the objectives of the government of generating revenue in a particular market are being carried out? Because I know that the market leaders are there to represent the interests of government in the markets. Please, I need let this place, let there be more light on this place so that we will know where to follow and where not to follow. Thank you and God bless. Thank you.
Yes, give to the next person.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency, and the distinguished honorables at the high table. I am Comrade Uneku, also from Arena International Market. Your Excellency, I would like to appreciate your doggedness in fulfilling your campaign promises. I think while going back home, I will go back home and beat my chest that I'm a part of this meeting discussing one of the fulfillment of the campaign promises. Your Excellency, in this e-payment, in generation of revenue, I want to drag it down to that of the motor parks. Your Excellency, I want to appeal and advise that in that sector, that there is a lot of job needed to be done there. For instance, we know too well that most of these motor parks, they have what they call their landlords that own those parks. And those landlords, they convert it according to what they call pits. And in most cases, government takes their own revenue, and they that call themselves the landlords, they also come to collect their own. So I think there will be need to synergize this. If there will be a kind of, do I call them task force or a committee that will go and look at those landlords, just like if you come to Arab. We have the people called Munato. that are the landlords of area. Most of the parks there, they have this toll they collect. They say settle the landlords. So I wouldn't know how the government will want to marry this together, because if we don't tackle it, you will here doing e-payment, while somebody from somewhere will always come to collect cash, and I think there will be a lot of touting in that process. So I want to appeal that in this process, let there be a marriage between whoever or the group of persons that might want to come in the person of landlord or those that owns those environments where those parks are, so that if there's a kind of compensation or the kind of a means where they will be giving some token at the end of the day, so that we will reduce the fiscal payment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Please maximize your time to 2 minutes. Let's take people.
Excuse me.
Somebody from this side. Just go this side. Somebody from this side.
His Excellency Dr. Les Joma Oti. Please, may I stand on the existing protocol? I want to commend their effort in ensuring that the development of Abia State. Okay. My name is Ozo Sere Ozo from Wadata Integrated Markets. As I was saying, I want to commend the effort of the state government in ensuring that there is even development throughout the state, especially in Aba. But I want also to draw your attention to the fact that so many people in the markets are not technologically oriented. They don't know much about technology, which means that more enlightenment and orientation need to be carried out to help people follow fully to the directives of the government. I also want to draw your attention to the deplorable state of rules in all the markets in Aba that many people complain bitterly whenever government wants to collect revenue from them. Most of the time, we market leaders suffer the roots, the wrongs of the traders, which goes to the government, because we are the direct representatives of the governments in the markets. We are the one they pour the insult of. So I would like you and your government to make efforts in reducing the sufferings people go through every day while carrying out their legitimate business. In Orata, where precisely I do my business, we have so many, lot of shops that are not being used. So many shops, thousands of shops, which those traders it was built for, refused to pack in, making it available for criminals and undesirable elements to fill those shops and do all kinds of things, especially at night. Please, I wish that you give more attention to the enlightenment and the orientation part of this revenue federation, so that people will understand it better and pay in. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The town hall
Yes,
meeting
the next person.
convened by Dr. Lesoti
Properly introduce yourself.
with stakeholders of different markets on revenue collection.
And the entire police officer. I'm going to assume the principal and the boy, the chief. Everyone in the close is the principal and Joshua, the boy, the chief, the express. Coming to the car. There's a market in my place called Nkoelechi. That market is about 10 plots of land. But today, because of the road, the bank is about 4 plots there and God, the money will travel there. Then secondly, that road to my place to several off, people are not paying anything. The last time the people came to collect money, the children wanted to beat them up because about the road will be very rough. Has unless they come to the whole, they should come and collect money. The last time they out to my house, they didn't collect revenue. So I'm appealing to the governor to remember that road, so that that place, the houses there are very cheap. All the armed robbers and the who locked in Imba Road, they ran to that place and rented a house. That place, people know that they are Araba. Me as a revolution, I have bought my house 2 times. If not that God prepared us there, they would have done a lot of things in my house. This is my second time of seeing my excellence. As what we do in your house, doing the campaign, sir. When we are planning how to say how to safeguard our votes through the message. PCC. Sir, this is my second time again talking to you again. Please, sir, I am appealing for this is a safe master. This is what I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can we give to this uniform officer on the press?
Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, sir. My name is Apostle Press William Tebo. I'm the State Secretary of Road Transport Employers Association, Reta, Abia State. I'm so happy that we have been given the privilege to speak in our dialect so that we can fully explain ourselves. And I'm going to tell you this. Nihi oku a kọrọ n'ụbọchị taa. N'aha ndị ọrụ moto, anyị na-ekwu dịka ndị ọrụ moto n'ihi na ọ dịghị ihe ọzọ anyị na-abụ ọrụ moto. Anyị bụ ndị ọrụ moto. Elezi anya ihe unu tụpụtara, atụmatụ atụpụtara bụ ezigbote atụmatụ. Nke mgbe anyị ekelele gị otu i siri mee ka ihe gbasara ndị na-aha nke na moto na-achụgharị moto ugbu a onye ọbụla ụjọ ahụ ya dịkwa nke na-eme n'ihi na ọ na-abụ emeta abụọ ndị ọrụ moto ma nke anyị ma nke anyị na-ama. So anyị ekelele gị n'ihi na ime nke ahụ na-arịọkwa gị n'ọzọ ihe niile ekwu ugbu a dịka otu esi raise this money ka gọọmenti na-enweta ego. Ihe anyị na-eme ndị ọrụ moto bụ ndị na-asọpọtụ gọọmenti ọbụla ga na-achị obodo aka ha ọwụ otu iwu anyị dị, and anyị dị ready inye nkwado na this gọọmenti ịhụ na agara nke ọma, ịhụ na ha nwetara their revenue otu o kwesịrị. Mana otu ihe dị ya bụ o nwere ihe ga-emebi ya ma ọ bụrụ na elebere ya anya. Ilezi anya ugbu a ọtụtụ ebe ị gaa na ka m were dịka Aba na Osioma, ị ga-ahụ ebe niile dị iche iche bụ paakị moto. Ọ dịkwanụ mgbe anyị nwere ike inweta ebumnobi a ma ọ bụrụ na anya na moto a na-agba, ndị aka n'elu a na-agba, nke a na-agba, it cannot be achieved. The government park ebe gọọmenti kwadoro si ka ndị moto na-aba, ọ dịkwa onye na-aba ya n'ihi na ọtụtụ n'ime ha achọghị ịbatakwa ebe ahụ bịa kwụọ ụgwọ kwesịrị ka ha kwụọ. So anyị na-arịọ si na ọ ga-adịrị anyị mma ma ọ bụrụ na elezi anya mee approve parks and the private park ndị nke ahụ eleziri anya gọọmenti kwadoro dị mma n'anya nwere ihe niile kwesịrị ka ha nwee, so that ndị passengers a na-abụ ebe ahụ, ndị driver na-aba nga ahụ, ego ha nakwa na-ekwu okwu ya enweghị ike nwee njikọta aka. N'ihi na onye na-efe efe n'elu ị ga-agba nnụnụ akpụ ma ịgbagbugu mmadụ ga-egbaje ya, mana ọ bụrụ na ha na otu ebe ọ ga-ekwe anyị nweta. Nke a bụ nke mbụ na-arịọ gị. Nke abụọ, onye nwanyị nna m ukwu, ilezi anya gị hụ ihe gbasara manifest. Biko anyị na-arịọ ka ilebekwa anya na manifest, n'ihi na ọ bụrụ na manifest adịghị ọ ga-enye anyị nsogbu. Ọ na-eme ka ndị draiva na ndị pasenja nwee ike mara, ọ bụrụ na enwe ihe mere pasenja n'okporo ụzọ enwe ike mata onye ọ bụ na ebe o si, enwe ike kpọọ ndị nke ya oku. Biko ka ilebekwara anyị anya na nke ahụ. Ndị ọzọ anyị na gị ga na-enwekwa nzukọ, anyị ga-agwa gị onye nwaanyị gọzie gị n'aha Jizọs.
We just have 2 more persons. 1 more person. 1 more.
Your Excellency, with due respect, before we continue taking questions as you directed, may we please recognize the presence of the Right Honorable Speaker of the 8th House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emerowa. You are welcome.
Also, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we also welcome the Deputy Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly, Honorable Austin Merrigan.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we also have to welcome Honorable Uchendu Okoro, Majority Leader of Abia State House of Assembly. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We continue with the question.
Just one comment.
Hold on.
Please, we will need a lady. We will need a lady to speak. A lady. Is there any lady here? Okay. Any lady here?
Your Excellency directed that a lady speaks now. Any lady in our midst? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your Excellency is very gender sensitive.
Of course.
I'm sure. A lady? Your Excellency, there is no lady that wants to speak in your midst. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. The grace of His Excellency applicated you. Please speak now.
Absolutely.
My name is Mrs. Foster Gugere. I am the woman leader of Abia International Market. Your Excellency, I want to use the opportunity to call to memory the suffering we are passing through in Abia Market. Please, I want you to look into Abia Market and see what is going on there. Before people be happy to pay some tolls or some revenues, come to airline, come to B-line, come to C-line, fraud has taken over Abia Market. It's not good looking. It's something that is not, it's not a good testimony. Please, we want you to come to Abia Market and do something. It is not something the traders alone will do. Even though we have, it's in our agenda, it's in something that we want to do, but you have to help us because the state and the level this thing has taken, it's not something we can do alone. Sir, please, look into Abia Market, help us. All those areas, those people that sell drugs, they have all those shops, even the parks, when we can generate this revenue, all of them has left the market. All of them are hanging along the road, along the Enyimba and the Express. We want them to come back so that this revenue will be generated from them. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, please.
All right.
Have further questions.
I'm already standing. I'm already standing. So, all 7 comments. You are talking of taking over 3 markets, one in Osisioma and 2 in Obingwa. There are laws around the market ownership. Ordinarily, markets belong to the local government. But when the state invests, then it can take over. I believe that's the advice I got from the SAD. Correct? So maybe the first thing to do is to ask that we invest so that we can take over. I will pass this comment to the special advisor on trade and commerce. We'll have him look into it. SAIG, please take a look and remind me. The comrade from Ariaga about adoption of the new technology by the participants in the market. And of course, we know that people who adopt very, very easily, and there are people who struggle. But at the end of the day, people will catch up. So we need to do new to engage like this, hold town hall meetings, and ensure that people get used to the technology, particularly when it's simple. And I believe somebody else made a comment around adoption too, and the Cyril also from Orata, they talked about enlightenment and urine, and we will continue to hold meetings like this to engage with people, and as you go back also, hold meetings with your members and explain to them that this is the only way to go. Comrade Chinonso, also from Ariari, talked of motor parks and then landlords even in the market. And I believe that the SAIGR are taking note of that, because what we intend to achieve is to eliminate all forms of manual collection. So anybody who continues to engage in manual collection will be termed someone who is engaging in illegal activities, and the force of the law will be brought heavily on that person. So it's important that you read my lips very well. If we say do not collect manually and you go against that instruction, you will be breaking the law. A few people who have tested our will in the past didn't find it easy. So it's very important that we will communicate that to everyone, that this is the state of the law at this time, and you must comply, except if you want to face the consequences. Now, Ezekiel Mwadibia talked about the poor energy and all the complaints. I believe that the SAIGR has taken note, and we are going to investigate and ensure that the correct thing is done. Apostle PCO Reta talked about circumventing the past. We have taken note of that also, and we will ensure that we will treat anybody who is involved in circumventing or running away from where he should go to collect passengers as breaking the law. The issue of manifest, the SAIGR have told me that that has been resolved already. They have brought a request which are signed off, so you are not going to have problems with that. Mrs. Jean Foster, your comment is noted. I don't even need to visit Ariari Market. I know how it is. I've been there a few times, and it is in our agenda to fix Ariari Market. Do you see fixing Ariari Market? Thank you. Fixing Ariari Market is not going to be as easy because if you notice, Julius Beda would have started the reconstruction of the Port Harcourt Road, but they can't start now because there are a few issues. The major problem of drainage and the underground tunnel. There's a contractor who had been given money by the past administration. I understand they paid them 100% to do the underground tunneling and move all the water from Port Harcourt Road, from Orata, from Amikone, Ukumango, and all that to Abia River. And that job has not been done. So what we decided, because we cannot wait, in fact, the advice I got was that even if we started today, that it will take us a year and 6 months. to fix that underground tunneling. So what we've decided is to use a pit that exists by the side of Port Harcourt Road, and then have a way of moving the water from that pit into a drainage at School Road that will now eventually move to Abia River, which is over here. It's an expensive way of solving the problem, but we cannot wait to complete the underground tunneling before the road in Port Harcourt will start. So once they finish with the design and everything is okay, work will start. Why am I going to this? I'm going to this because it also applies to Area Market. That water that you are seeing is not coming from Area. It's coming from neighboring drainage or drainages that have been blocked. So we need to distill them, and we need to also ensure that they move to where they are supposed to move. But we are going to solve the problem. We can take that to the back. So I believe that's all the questions that I've taken note of. If you don't mind, this meeting can continue, but because I'm rushing to Abana, if you release me, I would run away, but I cannot do that without the existence of the Right Honorable Speaker of the State House of Assembly and the Deputy who joined us. Right Honorable, you're welcome. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you once again. You can continue with the deliberation while I take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Texas League. According to
we keep standing as
Wait, people not here.